Guys, that's how YouTubers start a video, right? That's how the cool people do it. I don't know. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I don't know if I like holding the camera like this. Oh, my hair, what are you doing? I just got out of the shower. What are you doing? Hey guys, welcome to the video that nobody asked for. This is gonna be my little room tour. I've been wanting to make this video for like a month or two, because I just got my room clean and everything, but I just never found the time. So without further ado, here we go! When you open the door, you're greeted with my bed. Nothing too special. Everything is just as it should be. Always neat and always tidy. Never messy. And then up here we have the door that actually leads to the attic. So this room in the summer, which it's summer, it gets incredibly hot during the summer, and that's not very fun. So I'll touch on that in a little bit. We have one of the lighthouse sensors for the Vive up there. We have a poster up there for Pacific Rim when that came out. Ooh, I actually haven't seen the latest Pacific Rim because I'm afraid it'll ruin and dash all my hopes and dreams about Pacific Rim. Over here we have our NDK passes. I think I need to take those down. I haven't really, I don't know, they don't really fit the aesthetic of my room anymore. I used to have a bunch of posters and stuff like that up here, but I felt like a cleaner aesthetic when I moved my setup. The camera would be pointing in this direction, and I think I needed a cleaner setup for that. Shut up, phone! Moving on, we have my little lamp. I mean, it's nothing too special. It's just the one that I use when I'm in bed and stuff like that. And then we have my collection of Gunpla. I love my Gunpla so much. It's one of my favorite hobbies, my favorite pastimes in the world. As you can see, I have some of the boxes lined up on my nightstand along with some of my pop figures. Most of the other boxes that I have are going to be in my closet, which I won't show you because that's an utter mess and we don't want to see that. So, up at the top, just because I don't have room for them at the moment, I have the Estrella, both F-type and the regular type, as well as the 144 real grade Star Build Gundam, I think. I got these display cases at IKEA. It's a great idea. I'm just going to do the two at the time, so we can go into detail. Might as well just open these, right? It's the room tour, so we gotta tour everything. Sorry the lighting isn't so good. I was planning on doing this earlier today when the sun was out, but it's raining now, and it's like 5 o'clock in the evening. So time got away from me. I was moving mulch. So in the first cabinet here, oh, I hate this. It's a shaky cam 5000. I'm so sorry. We have the Perfect Grade Strike with the AL Striker pack. I did a custom paint job on this. The red is a vibrant more red, and the blue is a more neon blue with the water slides. I got water slide decals for this. So if you have any questions about those, leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer them best as I can. Next shelf down, we have the Perfect Grade Double O Riser. I actually got this one in Hong Kong. This was one I got in Hong Kong when I went over there. I have some vlogs if you want to go check those out. So got that one in Hong Kong, which I'm super proud of. All the gray on the kit I painted myself. I didn't really like the black inner frame, so I decided to go with a more, not more accurate, but it's more true to the line art, I suppose. Down below we have Justice and Infinite Justice, the real grade, and then the Master Grade, the old Master Grade, as well as two Unicorn kits, the Banshee and the Full Armor Unicorn. I don't know how well this is coming across in camera. Now I gotta get down on my hands and knees, and this is where I have a lot of my seed kits. I actually have another shelf full of them, but we have the, oh my gosh, dog, you scared me. I forgot there was a dog in here. You scared me so bad. Say hi, Callie. Bean. No? Okay. So we have the Astray Blue frame, oh gosh, the Impulse, the Sword Impulse. Wow, I can't believe I almost forgot the name of that. The Perfect Strike over there, Strike Freedom 2.0, no, not Strike Freedom, it's the Freedom 2.0, and then the Providence, or Legend. They're so similar, I keep forgetting. I don't know, it's been a long time since I've actually taken these kits out of the display case. So I'll see you guys at the top of the other one. In the top of case number 2, we have the Perfect Grade Unicorn. I do not have the LEDs for this, nor do I have it on the stand, because as you can see, the V-fin, it touches the top of this, so I couldn't put it on the base. But this was a really fun kit to build. All the gray on the kit, on the white armor I've painted, just to give it a little more color separation. But I think this kit looks really good, as do all the perfect grades. I mean, that's why they're called perfect grades, right? So next down, we have the perfect grade Strike Freedom. And little mini SD Strike Freedom down here. Why aren't you on display? Yeah, you're gonna sit there. Oh, there we go. We have the little SD Strike Freedom. The wings and the dragoons are off just because I was worried about those parts that held onto the backpack. In the back here, those would break off because I've heard people have had problems with those breaking off. I did reinforce them with epoxy, but I didn't want to take any chances. Most of the gold on the kit has been painted by myself, except for the gold that the Bandai gives you, the shiny one. Otherwise, all the puke gold has been replaced by shiny rattle can gold by me. Next, we have my... Oh, gotta sit down. Next, we have all the IBO kits. Well, next we have my Iron-Blooded Orphan Shelf. Now, these are mostly Barbatos. Vidar there, I entered in a contest once. But these are all my IBO kits. I like painting the inner frame of them because that's what IBO is all about, having a full inner frame. But it wasn't a master grade. I do kind of regret painting this the same color as the Strike. I don't know if I like the blue. I do like the red. I do like the red I changed it to, but can't do anything about it now. Now, this shelf down here is more of the miscellaneous kind of stuff that I have. They're almost all 144s except that Master Grade Wing Gundam back there, which I found out very quickly that I do not like the wing kits just because they feel like tall 144th. They just feel, I don't know, I just didn't like building it. It was just, that's by far my least favorite kit. But we have the G-Self and the Shia Quanta from Build Fighters, as well as the Denial from Build Fighters, and then the Transient from Build Fighters. We have a little SD Lightning Gundam back there, if you can see, but it's back there. I promise, it's back there, and then the booster for the Destroy Unicorn. Next on the list, we have some comic books up there. Not a big selection. I don't know what I was doing with this, but I think they look good up on the wall. It's just I mean, I'm never gonna read them. They're on display. But we have a Transformers Spider-Man and then another Transformers over there. Moving down, we have my Amiibo collection. I'm very proud of this, even though it's not very big. I have all the Yarn Yoshis, including the Mega Yarn Yoshi, which I love. It's so cute. I'm never gonna take it out, even though it's squishy. Just because, you know, I'm a collector, and collectors don't take things out of packages. I do have the Japanese version of Lucina, which I'm very happy to have. Even though it's not very rare, it's still awesome to have in the collection. I have Team 7 over there in pop vinyl form. We have Sakura, Sasuke, and Naruto, as well as just other ones, Ant-Man and Iron Man over there. This desk is actually my modeling desk, which I can't get to right now. I mean, I haven't built a model in a very long time, but this is my modeling desk. This is where I have all my paints, all my brushes, and all the tools that I need for modeling, including X-Acto knives and masking tape, files, and everything you could need for it. But yeah, that's where I do all my modeling on this big desk. I'll usually flip on this light here that I guess isn't plugged in. And I'll just set up the camera for a time lapse. Over here, those guys right there, those are just extra computer parts. So 2 hard drives and an M.2. And up here, yes, up here, I have put 3 real grade manuals in frames. I would like to do that with more because I think I have 2 more. Yes, I have 2 more because I have the... Nope, just kidding. I have 1 more. I have the Build Strike, the Star Build Strike, so that could go up right next to the Astray. Moving down a little bit, I found these really cool acrylic shelves at the Container Store, and I was like, well, I could put Gunpla on them. This is my 00 shelf, as you can see, SD Quanta, and then the SD 7 Swords 00. I actually forgot I have a 144 00 Gundam. By the way, I hope this is, I mean, I know this isn't too terribly interesting, but this is like one of my passions, so if anybody finds this interesting, like, good for you, good for sticking around, but I know this might not make a lot of sense to anybody who's actually not into the hobby, but it's amazing. Just, I promise, it's fun, it's cool. You build everything from runners, like, it's awesome. And then we have, most of these are unfinished. Ugh, I'm so sorry. We have the unfinished 00 Quanta. I mean, I put it all together. It's just all the decals and the paneling and stuff I never finished, and I wanted to display it, so it's up there. I have the 00 Gundam. Oh, try to squeeze past my air conditioner there. And a custom Exia that I never finished, a green, actually, yeah, just green color palette right there. Then the regular 1/100 Master Grade Exia, 1/100 Gundam Kyrios, and then the Dynamis. Scooching along a little bit to the left, we have, was supposed to be my seed shelf, and then a random Sinanju Stein stuck in the back because it's a big Master Grade. I didn't know where to put it, so we have the dual, the Destiny Real Grade. That was the first Gunpla I ever built. The Freedom with its head chopped off because it fell from that shelf and the V-fin broke. I need to put it back on. That was the third Gunpla I ever had, the 144 Ale Strike Gundam. Then we have SD Astray, Real Grade Astray, and Master Grade I had a stroke there. Master Grade Astray, which I had to glue its leg in because its hip joint broke, so I need to find a way to get a replacement part for that. Under my 00 shelf, if you didn't see before, I have these two motherboards with all its essential parts installed. I found these on the curb, like the computers itself, and I just decided to hang them up because I thought that was really cool. I couldn't tell you what processors were in them, but it was back when it had like 512 megabytes of RAM, so that's what are in there, and one of them has SLI ready RAM, so that's cool. Ooh! And on the other side of the room, because I want to save my actual setup for last, my actual recording where all the magic happens, we have this wall. We have this wall. So, if you guys didn't know, I did, and hopefully we'll get back into martial arts. If you didn't know, I'm not currently in martial arts, specifically Taekwondo, because I had knee surgery. There's a video put up about 3 weeks ago about that. See, look! These are my scars. Look how awesome and sexy those are. But these are my belts, as well as the weapons. So my bow staff up there, and the Eskrimo sticks, as well as my nunchaku. So all of those are made from the same material by the same person. They're wonderful quality. I couldn't tell you who made them, but they were somebody actually who attended the system I was in before I switched. So I don't know what system you guys are used to, but in the one I was in before I transferred, we had white, and then it had two stripes, so those were like two intermediate between white and yellow. That's what the green stripe represents, a level in between the two. So then it went green, purple, blue, red, and then brown, and then black. I am a black belt in Taekwondo. I am. But in the system I transferred to after the Omega system, they didn't have a brown belt. So I was bumped back down to red, which was kind of like their belt before their black belt, kind of. So let me try to kind of explain this. So I became a brown belt in the Omega system, which is one under black. When I transferred to a new system, because the system I was in shut down, their brown belt was equivalent to a red belt. So I was a red belt for a long time before I got my conditional black belt, which then I got my black belt. I think that made sense. I hope that made sense to everybody. I really do. Because it was really confusing and a little bit frustrating. I'm going to be honest, a little bit frustrating. But it was well worth it. I love martial arts and it was so much fun. Hopefully I get back into it because I was teaching classes. Like, I was teaching Taekwondo. Like, that is also one of my passions. YouTube, modeling, and Taekwondo. What a few things to be passionate about, right? Woo! But as you can see, I haven't gotten to hang up all my belts just because I didn't really plan it out. I was trying to make room for when the white belt was there, the door would open and it wouldn't cover it. But obviously I didn't plan ahead because I think I was up to like purple belt when I had this idea to hang up my belts. Moving right along, we have these two swords. Can anybody name them in the comments? I'll come back to that and I'll tell you all about them. But they're not real swords. I will get some real swords in the near future, but these ones are actually from a show. If you know it, name it. And then moving upwards and along, this is a kendo sword that I had. I took a semester of kendo, and that was really fun. Really hard on the biceps and forearms, but it was a really fun class to take. It was really interesting as well. Moving up along my window, these are the only two Nerf guns I own now. I had a bunch more, but got rid of them because I just didn't like the aesthetic of Nerf that much anymore. But these ones, I really like the aesthetic of them and how they look. And I think they look really nice against the blue walls too. Over here we have the second lighthouse for the Vive. It didn't come with a second wall mount, which I was kind of disappointed about. So I have this on top of a tripod, on top of like a bunch of different boxes. So I have it on top of the HTC Vive box, my motherboard box, my cooler box, and then a photo album of my senior year of high school. So yeah, that's what it's standing on. It's very precarious and it often falls down. Something that I actually didn't mention was this desk. This desk was my old recording setup, actually. Hopefully I can find some footage of it, because I think I took some footage before I moved everything onto my new one. But I got this one at the Container Store, if there are any Container Store near you. I picked this up for like not very much. I don't remember how much it was, but it was a neat little desk. It has a pull-out drawer, and it was perfect for whatever I needed it for. It was perfect for modeling, perfect for YouTube at the time, because I could fit two monitors and then have my laptop that I was using right next to it. And so that is what I recorded the majority of my videos up to, up until like 3-4 months ago. And it was a really nifty desk, and I loved it to bits, but I just needed something bigger for all the hardware I was going to put onto it. This is actually a air conditioner that I have to cool off my room because it gets so hot. My room is the hottest room in the summer because I have the attic attached to me, so there's just no way that I could be cool in the summer. So I have this, and it's attached to the window right here. Yep, attached to the window. It sucks air inside and it makes my room all cool, but it's loud as all balls, so yeah. Alright, and for the big moment that at least I have been waiting for is my current setup right now, and I just wanted to throw this out there. I didn't want to make this video showing like how much stuff I have or how much I could brag about it. It was just how I've worked super hard for the things I have and for the content that I want to make for you, and this is right now the best way I could make content for you guys. So here's my setup. So this is the setup that I am proud of. This is, oh, don't mind the wiring. The wiring is atrocious. I tried to clean it up once and tried to cable manage, but it just wasn't having it. So the desk, hold on, let me scoot back here so you can actually see everything. The desk is actually made from 2 Alex drawers from IKEA and then a $40 countertop, and it does everything perfectly. It was a little weak, so I put those 2 support braces there, and I've never had a problem with it bowing or anything like that. It might in the future, but right now it's perfect. It's like a 6 foot, no, it's not 6 foot. Yeah, it's probably like 6 foot across, and it holds everything that I need. Like, it's perfect. If you're looking for a desk idea, do this thing, because it's amazing. So starting off over here, I have my Surface that work gave me. It's really convenient, really small. This is my baby. Hooey, this computer, we've been through a lot. This is the computer that I first started, no, actually not the first computer, but this is the computer that I first seriously started YouTube with. This is an HP Omen. I believe this is the 2015 rendition of it, because I do know they came out with a newer version that's more gamey, and I don't like it, but this is an HP Omen. I ended up switching the 256 M.2 for a terabyte, and that's what got me up to the last couple months before my surgery. It was a good computer. I still love it, and now it's just a laptop that I get to use. So no more strain on you, old friend. Coming up to my lighting, I got this About 4 months ago, 4 months ago. It's a ring light from Neewer? A Neewer ring light? Does that sound right? It's the one that comes up on Amazon when you type in ring light, and it's freaking amazing. You put the camera right there, and it makes your eyes all circly, and I love that effect. So if I put the camera right there, and I stick my face over here, it makes the rings in your eyes, and I think that's super duper cool. But for the monitors, I have two Asus monitors. I couldn't tell you what actually they are. I just know I like this one better. I got it second, but I like that one better. And then I have my Switch for recording everything when I want to record, or if I just want to play on a monitor. Bigger screen than the Switch, I'll just plop it in there as well as charge it. And then over here we have the link box for the HTC Vive, and then my Elgato, which will always usually just stand there. And under my monitors, I keep my little friends. I have to re-glue it because it fell over and broke. But this is a little Wing Gundam statue, if you guys can see, that Crystal got me from Japan. And that's super cool. This was a little mini Exia that I got from Grab Bag at Toys R Us before they shut down. The keyboard is just one that we had lying around. It's perfectly fine. It's really convenient that it has a scroll wheel for the volume, which is friggin' awesome. But it performs like any other keyboard would, and it's perfect for what I need. And then my mouse, this is the Logitech Geo something. I couldn't tell you what it was, but I love this mouse to bits. It's the best thing ever. Has these buttons on the side, it's LED, you can choose the sensitivity, and oh, it's just amazing. I love it. It's the best. Coming over to my mic, I don't remember the brand of this mic stand, but it's a mic stand with a Blue Yeti on top. I got this mic around 2 years ago, I think, or a year and a half, in January, when I was super sick. You could watch that video. It was my first video of Subnautica. And then a pop filter. So this has drastically, not just the microphone, but the boom arm has drastically improved my quality. Like, you have no idea how much you would hear the mouse, or you would hear the computer, because the fans were going in, and that sound was all getting picked up from the mic stand into the mic, because it's a condenser mic, has 3 capsules inside. But this has greatly improved everything, so I'm really happy for that. The headphones that I use are the Razer Manowar. These are the wireless editions. I love these to bits. The only thing I wish is you could pair them to an Android or Apple device, but since I'm usually at my computer anyways, they're perfect. They plug into the computer via USB, and that's what this little dongle is right here. Stretches all the way back to my computer. It's really convenient when I'm just watching a show, or you're watching YouTube and need to go get something. I'm not tethered to my computer, which is freaking awesome. But I love these to bits. These are super comfortable. They're much more comfortable than my old neon yellow Razers that you've seen me in the past. And they're LED. They light up too, and I'll show you that all in a moment after this next part. So moving on to the beast. Moving on to the thing that does all the computing. Moving on to the thing that does all my YouTube. Is this bad girl. This machine right here, and I'll actually take the tempered glass off so you can see inside, and I'll tell you everything that's in it, and the process of just building and stuff like that. And so I took the tempered glass side panel off, and now we get to see the innards of my beautiful computer. She's gorgeous, and she's precious to me, because she's the first computer I built, obviously. So with the case is the Phanteks Enthoo Evolve TG tempered glass edition, and I fell in love with this chassis the moment I saw it. It was just beautiful, and the tempered glass inside, ooh, it was just a beautiful case to show off all your components, and you can't argue with me on that. The only thing you could argue with me is that it has awful, terrible airflow. But I don't notice it as much. I'll touch on that a little bit later. But there are some other cases that I fell in love with after I built it, actually, a couple weeks ago when I saw them. So they're new cases, so they weren't available when I built this computer, so no harm, no foul. The cooler for my computer is the NZXT Kraken X62. So this is an AIO all-in-one liquid cooler. So it'll cool my CPU because it gets super hot. It's it gets really toasty under load. All the fans I replaced, all the stock fans I replaced for the... I don't remember the specific name, gosh darn. But they're all LED fans, and you'll be able to see the LED feature in a moment, as well as the water pump on the Kraken. Let's see, the power supply is a Corsair RM850X, yeah, 850X, white edition, and it came with the sleeved cables, which was friggin' awesome. So that's something I really wanted in my build, was custom, not necessarily custom, but I wanted colored sleeving, and I was really going with the black, white, and blue color scheme. So I got the GPU backplate and the fan grills from V1 Tech. They really hooked me up, hashtag not sponsored. Oh dog, you want out, don't you? As well as the cable combs. I have 32 gigabytes of Trident Z RGB RAM, and those light up, and it's really cool. The GPU in the system is a GTX 1080. Beautiful card. It's a wonderful card. It chugs through everything that I could throw at it. I did paint the hard drive bay covers on my case, as well as the PCIe expansion slots. So the CPU, I should tell you the CPU first. The CPU is a... Oh, look at me! Hello! The CPU is a i7-7820X on the Skylake X platform, the X299. So this was Intel's stab at a competitive CPU with Threadripper and Ryzen. The motherboard is a X299 Prime, or Prime X299. It was one of Asus's flagship motherboards when they came out. And it has a little LCD panel right there, tells you CPU temperature, which is super helpful. Like I said, the CPU gets really toasty. On a hot day in my room, it's not good. On a hot day in my room, under load when I'm rendering a video, my CPU will reach like 89 degrees. It's really, really bad. But I think that's it. Oh, I have an SSD 128 gig, I think. I don't remember. It was really cheap and inexpensive. I just knew I had to have one for my OS, for Windows, and yeah, this is where all the magic happens. This is what does all the processing, all the gaming, all the computing, and stuff like that. And so, just for fun, I'm actually going to turn off my ring light. I'm going to close the blinds. And, ow! And you'll get to see what she looks like when she boots. I have everything configured, the RAM, the water pump, the lights, and the GPU to a lightish, darkish blue through AuraSync, and that'll come on after the computer boots into the OS. So let's hit the power button, because when I hit the power button, the motherboard lights, the RAM lights, all the lights are just what they come as, so there we go. So everything is going to be different colors, and as soon as the computer actually boots, you can see the little LCD screen right there, booting up, going through postcodes. Everything should turn a nice blue and cycle just a bit, but it's very pretty. It's very pretty, isn't it? So we're loading right now, and I should get a lock screen in just a moment. There's the lock screen, and then all the lights should synchronize pretty soon, hopefully, fingers crossed. There they are, all the lights changed. So this is what my computer looks like when it's all booted up. I really like the blue, because it fits everything, you know. Alright, so this concludes my room tour slash setup tour. I think I got everything. I don't think I missed anything. But like I said, this wasn't to show off, this was just to show how I do YouTube. If you want a setup video on how I record all my videos and stuff, leave a like, subscribe, comment. That's how YouTubers end their videos, right? I don't know. If you want to see a video like that, just tell me down in the comments. I would be more than happy to show you how I do my YouTubing, because everybody does it differently. There are some things that are the same, but everybody does it differently. So I thank you guys so much for watching. If there's anything you'd like me to do, review, or play, please leave it down in the comments below, and why not like and subscribe? So I thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.